Welcome to the Dental Team Podcast. I'm your host, Kiera Dent, and I have this crazy idea that maybe I could combine a doctor and a team member's perspective because let's face it, dentistry can be a challenging profession with those two perspectives. I've been a dental assistant, treatment coordinator, scheduler, biller, office manager, regional manager, practice owner, and I have a team of traveling consultants where we have traveled to over 165 different offices coaching teams. Yep, we don't just understand you, we are you. Our mission is to positively impact the world of dental, and I believe that this podcast is the greatest way I can help elevate teams, grow VIP experiences, reduce stress, and create A-teams. Welcome to the Dental Team Podcast. Hello, Dental Team listeners. This is Kiera, and you guys, I hope you're having a pretty incredible day today. I hope you are just happy. I hope you are remembering that we truly are so blessed to be working in the dental profession. Guys, if this podcast has served you, blessed you, made you laugh, made you cry, given you hope, please guys, just do us a huge favor and go leave a 5-star review for us. You doing so, sharing on other social media platforms, sending it to your friends, that actually helps us a lot to be able to serve our mission of being able to positively impact the world of dentistry in the greatest way possible. So guys, I appreciate that. I adore you guys. Like I've said before, in the middle of the night when I can't sleep, guess who is looking at podcast reviews? Yep, this girl here. I don't know if any of you can't sleep. It's usually just because I've got all these great ideas. So I'm just going to do a shout out to DDS 2012. I'm not 100% sure who you are. This came in just a little bit ago, so thank you. It says, I listened to this on my hour-long commute to or from my dental office. Kiera is so upbeat and helpful. I'm always excited to pop it on. I know I'm going to be motivated to do more and find time in my schedule to improve our practice. So many helpful tools and tips. I always look forward to this podcast. Thank you, Kiera. Thank you, DDS 2012. That just completely makes my day, guys. We have another one from DH Marina. It says, every morning once I get up, I check to see what's new to listen. Brookie Bird, I'm obsessed. I try to listen every morning. So guys, those are just a couple. The rest of you, thank you. I truly do read each of these, and I appreciate you guys, one, being a part of our Dental Team podcast family, and two, for just sharing the word so we're able to then help and serve more people. So guys, make yourself feel good. Do something great. If you've already left us a review, give someone a hug. Go like someone's post. Tell someone that they're really doing an awesome job. If you haven't left us a review, go do that. It always feels good to serve and to love and to give to others. With that in mind, I wanted to drop in, and we are going to do a really fun topic. It's going to be a quick one. I'm solo podcasting while I have some time in between another podcast, and that is, it's an awkward topic, guys. Doctors managing and motivating unmotivated office managers. Yep. One of our fellow listeners emailed in on this. And guys, that is something you can do. This podcast is made for you by us to help you and your practices grow to the next level. So if you have I remember someone emailed in and said, Kiera, can you address dress code on a podcast? The answer is yes. I will happily, guys. You can play these podcasts at morning huddles. You can do them at team meetings. I address dicey topics. I dive into how to do things. One of the easiest ways to get your team on board with the podcast is start utilizing these at team meetings. So today, this podcast is going out to whomever needs it of how do doctors manage unmotivated office managers. And so my answer to you, doctor, who emailed in on this is, there is no way to motivate somebody who doesn't want to be motivated. You can all day long drive a horse to water, but you cannot force them to drink. So that's my first quick response to that, but I'm going to give you a little bit more than that. Let's start by always asking questions. As a consultant, I feel like I've really learned the power of asking questions and being curious. So I want to find out, because sometimes not appearing to be motivated might actually just be a skill set gap. Maybe the office manager doesn't even know the questions to ask. Maybe they've never been trained. Maybe they feel embarrassed. Maybe it could just be that they honestly didn't even know that was part of their job duty. Hashtag Kiera Dent. I didn't even know I was supposed to be doing a lot of these things. And my question would be, Doctor, have you actually clearly and specifically addressed this with your office manager so they actually know what they're working towards? If not, I would start there. And let's be direct. Direct and kind is my favorite approach to be. Tell this office manager, what are you looking for? What's your ideal office manager? What are the goals? Has your office manager helped to create those goals, or have you just dictated and given them to them? I think when you can co-create the goals of your practice, it really can get people lit up and excited because they're working towards a common goal rather than just, hey, here's the goals of the company. Guess what? We set a goal as a company, and I every quarter review with my team to make sure that is where they want to go. Yes, I have my own input. I'm part of the team as well, but where do they want to go? What do they want? What inspires them? My team came up with they want to build a nonprofit. I had no idea that that was something they wanted to do. They said, we're so excited to grow Dental A Team to serve more dentists and offices and change people's lives so we can then also open up a nonprofit and serve more people. I had no idea. You better believe some people that were unmotivated became motivated because now we're driving towards a common interest and a common goal. This year, we're working towards Make-A-Wish Foundation. Next year, I might do fertility. We might do hungry children. I don't know. Our team is about creating what our give back program is and what our nonprofit will become. Our team is creating that. Guys, that's where I think you can get a lot of people motivated. So that's something I would just ask those questions, and I would ask you to answer honestly, because a lot of times our expectations are not being met because we've never vocalized them. Guys, I'm ripping and roaring over here. I am giving you guys some solid pieces on the podcast today because I think this just comes near and dear to me of a lot of times, like I just said, our expectations are being missed because we've never vocalized them. I feel very, very, very fortunate to work with the ladies on our team. Are you guys sick of trying to figure it out on your own? I know I am. When I'm trying to run a business, sometimes I just think like there's got to be a better way to do this. And so for me, my answer has been to find someone who's done it and does it really, really, really well. Like I'm talking the best of the best of the best. I want someone who's been in my shoes, somebody who understands what I'm going through. When I was looking for the consulting business, I found a coach who literally has run a consulting business. Well, that seems like the perfect fit. So you guys, right now, we have a few spaces open in our Platinum Consulting. That is in the consulting where we actually come to your practice. We help you get systems implemented. We don't just tell you what systems to implement. We actually implement them with you and for you. You guys, it is one of the best investments I have ever made is to hire a coach who understands the business I'm in, who's lived it, who's done it. And that's what we in the Dental A Team do. We literally physically fly to you. So if you're sick of trying to figure it out on your own, if you just want somebody who understands you, join our Platinum. I'd love to have you. I'd love to have our consulting team come out and see you, be in your office, be with your team, and truly help you get onto the easy path of dentistry. It doesn't have to be hard. So join us in the Platinum. We'd love to have you. Tiffany and I have been working together for a really long time, guys. I think we're coming up almost on 5 years together. And I am truly always so grateful for her. She is just someone who's amazing. But in that same vein, Tiff has told me, and she has called me out many times of Kiera, just tell me what you actually want. So for me, and I use Tiff as an example because she's very safe. And I know she says, I am allowed to share these stories with you guys. Don't worry. This is not me just rattling her out to you all. It truly is. She has given me the permission to share our relationship and our struggles because she knows it will help you guys. So with Tiff, sometimes I felt she wasn't motivated. She wasn't on my same page. And this is my diehard person who has put her whole heart and soul. She is literally a walking Dental A Team advertisement. If you catch Tiff in an airport, she has a Dental A Team t-shirt on, Dental A Team jacket, Dental A Team hat. I think I'm going to start getting pants, socks, shoes, luggage as my next swag. Please email in, guys, hello@thedentalateam.com to give us suggestions of what our next swag for our team should be. Like I said, Tiff's already got the shirt, the jacket, and the hat. So I need to know what would be the most, what would make it stand out the most. But with that, there were times that I didn't think Tiff was motivated in our company. Again, coming from someone who is my diehard rock, and that's why I'm using her as the example right here, is because Tiff actually just didn't know what I was expecting. So I'm sitting over here bubbling, fuming, being super frustrated that she's not motivated, when the real reality is I haven't actually expressed it in simple terms of what I'm looking for. So I want to make sure as an owner, as a doctor, as a leader, as an office manager, as a team lead, that I have truly expressed my expectations in a clear, concise manner. We have it written. And sometimes it's also that I just don't follow up either. So when I read this of doctors managing unmotivated office managers, my first thought is, if this person's checked out, they're never going to be there. But if this person has heart and soul, let's see, have they helped co-create the goals with you? Have you been truly direct in your expectations? And then 3, let's look at the gap of knowledge and skill set. Can we get them a coach? Guys, we actually we train team members. So office managers who have never been an office manager. Why do we do that? I was an office manager who didn't know what the heck I was supposed to do. And I'm Kiera Dent, guys. I'm not tooting my own horn or trying to be egotistical. I'm just saying I feel like I'm a little walking dental guru, and I didn't even know what an office manager should do. So if I don't know, who's to say that your office manager even knows what they should be doing? Also, I would ask the question of, what are they actually unmotivated on? Some office managers are great billers, and they should never be managing people. So let's look, are they actually in their zone of genius? And guys, I'm talking to this doctor who emailed in about unmotivated office managers. But let's also think about office managers with unmotivated team members. Let's think about doctors with unmotivated team members with unmotivated doctors. This podcast is applicable to anybody listening because all of us have somebody who's unmotivated. So I look to see, are they actually in the right seat in your business as well? Meaning, are they doing the things that they love? I have put people in wrong seats many times. I have put people in a spot where I thought they would do well, but they actually don't. I've been in practices where I've watched office managers and said, that office manager actually does not enjoy managing people. They would much rather sit behind a keyboard and punch in numbers and go collect from people than trying to manage people. Why am I having this person as an office manager? Is it because of seniority? They've been with us the longest. We're afraid of bruising egos and taking a title away. There are a lot of ways that you can do this in a very loving way. You don't have to give an office manager title to somebody who's got seniority in the business. Right now, massive kudos to Shelby. We're looking to hire somebody in our company that would quote unquote trump Shelby. They're technically going to trump me too. But talk about the humility of Shelby to be able to hire somebody in our company that's above her because she sees the gap of her skill set and wants to have somebody come in and mentor. That can also be the case in your practice. Guys, I was probably not suited to be an office manager when I was promoted to be an office manager. I was given a title without the responsibilities and without the experience. And I think sometimes that happens, which might come across as unmotivated when actually it's just a knowledge gap. So giving them the resources, we train team members, we train leaders, we do leadership team meetings, we teach how to have hard conversations. Let's see, before we remove them from that, if it could just be a skill set issue. Going back to Shelby, again, massive kudos to her. Shelby helps on our customer success team. Guess what? Shelby had never, ever, ever talked to a client, offered a proposal for consulting services, and closed them as a new client before working with our company. I could have written her off and said she's not motivated for that. Instead, I taught her how to do it. And guess what? Shelby freaking kills it. She is one of the best customer success people I have ever met. She loves our clients so much, but yet she just didn't have the knowledge at the beginning. And once we gave it to her, she's incredible at that position in our company. She wants to figure it out, make it better. She's amazing. Shelby's skill set is massive tasks and operations. She's great at seeing how to make things simple and easy. That is honestly her zone of genius. So guess what? She's taking her zone of genius into a world she didn't know and going to make it amazing for the next person. So let's see, is your office manager capable? Do they have the skills? Or can we get them a mentor? Sometimes just having a mentor can actually grow them. Get them a coach. Guys, I wasn't a great business owner when I started this. I have hired coaches to train me and to do this. So when it's on here of how do you manage an unmotivated office manager, we've got to see all those boxes. There were a lot of boxes. So let me do a quick recap. Number 1, have we shared the vision and have they co-created? Number 2, do they actually feel empowered to do their job? I haven't said that. That's just a new one, guys, that I threw in here. Because oftentimes, doctors, you sometimes swoop in and actually overmanage your manager and belittle them without trying. You take away their authority or you don't even give them authority to manage. So then you wonder why they're unmotivated. Well, let me stick you in an operatory and handcuff you and tell you to do dentistry, but I'm going to bring a dentist and stick them right in front of you. So you have to watch them with handcuffs on your hands do the dentistry that you know you could do. That was a pretty strong visual. Sometimes doctors, when you come in, and I've done this to my team, which is why I can present that high of a visual, we don't actually give them the authority to make decisions without you, doctor. That can highly unmotivate somebody and might appear to be unmotivated, but it's truly just because you haven't given the power or authority to execute on those decisions. Please never put someone in the position as an office manager and not give them the authority to discipline, to counsel, to hire, to fire, that you back 110%. If you don't trust them to do that, don't have them as your manager, period. So now that's my number 2. Have you empowered them or have you actually disempowered them? Number 3. Does that office manager actually enjoy managing people? Or is that not really their zone of genius? And let's put them in the right seat, in the right place in the company. And then the 4th thing I would say is, do they actually have the skills and have they been taught? Or do they need a coach or a mentor or online courses? We have online courses for office managers. We have an office manager course. You guys can totally snag that on our website, thedentallyteam.com, made by office managers for office managers and updated every year plus CE. These are the types of things that I would ask before we just write them off as managing an unmotivated office manager. So try it out. If we can help you guys, please, we have turned offices around. We have fixed relationships. We have given skills and tools to newly acquired or newly promoted office managers to help make them be A-team players. So if we can help you out with that, please reach out. hello@thedentallyteam.com. And guys, just make sure that you really have given these team members all the tools to be successful rather than writing them off that they're unmotivated. All right, guys, as always, thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next time on the Dental Team Podcast. And that wraps it up for another episode of the Dental Team Podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll talk to you next time.